What's up, Heat fans? Welcome in to another edition of the Heat Report, live for Heat versus Raptors watch party. And this is going to be an interesting game considering, well, the Raptors are going to be missing a certain somebody by the name of Pascal Siakam, who was traded today to the Indiana Pacers. So the Heat actually catch a bit of a break not having to play the best player on the Raptors because, well, he's no longer a member of the team. Welcome into the Heat Report. I am Nic Rohloff. And as always, shout out your city for me down in the comment section as we are about 23 minutes away from tip. No surprise, but the first person to comment today was Time Man the Buckeye, as Matthew Peterson gives me a nice little smile for you, Time Man, out in the peanut gallery. He says, go Heat, Kane Angel, Money Matt. City of Jets in the building saying, go Heat. I'm rocking my BAM Heat Culture jersey. Oh, I love that for you. Felix Hernandez says Heat Nation for life. And Matthew Arnold's in the building saying hi. Ty Man says, sup, Petey, as he heads out. Petey says, Ty Man, you're the man. Maya's World's also tuning in. Let's go, Miami Heat Nation. It's Kyle Lowry versus former team. Also, what's up, Rolly the GOAT? No, Maya's World, you are the GOAT. Appreciate you tuning in. Matthew Arnold's watching from the 305, Miami, Florida. City of Jets says, who is your favorite player? My favorite player on the Miami Heat is Bam Adebayo. My favorite player not on the Miami Heat, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Alfonso says they better win tonight. I agree. No Siakam. Their core is Immanuel Quickley, Scottie Barnes, RJ Barrett. Not really a team that strikes fear into me. And I would be very, very disappointed if the Heat did not win tonight. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I know second road game in 3 days, but I would be very disappointed if Miami didn't win tonight. That is just how I feel. And especially with how I know we won on Monday against the Brooklyn Nets, but the way that game shook out was very concerning. I didn't like how the offense played. I'm glad they were able to figure it out and get a win. But that's 3 straight games for Miami where they've scored 99 points, 104, and 96 in extra time, nonetheless. I'd like to see Miami have a good offensive night today. 110, 115 points, because the offense has been rusty lately. Let's have a good night. Let's have a good night. City of Jets is watching from Buffalo, New York. City of Jets, I am from Rochester, New York. So that's very close to Buffalo. Now I live in Dallas, Texas, as that's where Chat Sports headquarters are. But I am from Rochester, so we were close, City of Jets. We were close. Also, City of Jets, unless it's a name change, your first time in a Heat watch party, glad to have you, City of Jets. Welcome aboard. Hopefully you are subscribed and come in often. Maya's World, so I'm about to go say hi to Allie, Barefoot, and also Smitty Dog. Smitty Dog. That's a fun one. That's a funny one. That is a good one. Smitty Dog. City of Jets says, are you a Bills fan? I am not a Bills fan. I am City of Jets. I hate to break this to you, but I am the fan of a team that the Buffalo Bills probably hate the most. You go from there. Alfonso says Heat need to be greedy. 125.99. I'm in for a blowout as long as the Heat are on top. After that blowout, I'm in for a little BO. That's a good BO. I'd be in for a blowout. That is for sure. Speaking of the game tonight, who do you got? If you got the Heat, type MIA. If you got the Raptors, type the TORs down in the comment section as we are 19 minutes away from getting underway. Heat currently sit 5th in the Eastern Conference standings. Hopefully they're able to win and keep on climbing. Listen, last week when they were playing 4 straight home games against the Rockets, Thunder, Magic, and Hornets spacing, I said that I needed a 3-1 week at bare minimum. I would have liked 4-0, but I would have or 3-1 need to be bare minimum. They went 3-1. Obviously, they beat the Rockets, Hornets, and Magic, but lost to the Thunder. Coming into this week, you have 3 road games and 1 home game. So a little bit of a toucher stretch. But I also believe the Heat need to go 4-0 this week. A 7-1 2-week span would be good. Keep on stacking wins and climbing the Eastern Conference standings because they played the Nets on Monday, who aren't a good team. They were able to win barely. They play the Raptors tonight, although on the road, Toronto is not a good team, and obviously they do not have Pascal Siakam, which makes this game a must-win even more. Then on Friday, they play the Hawks at home. They're honoring Udonis Haslem at that game, which we will be live for as well. They should win that game at home. And then on Sunday, they go on the road to go play the Orlando Magic, and I get the Magic are solid, but I'd like to beat them as well. So I think this week would be really good to go 4-0, 7-1 in your last 8, and you really start making a push towards the trade deadline to get higher and higher at the Eastern Conference standings. No Jaquez tonight again, which is unfortunate, but hopefully he can be back on Friday or Sunday. We'll talk more in depth about this game, and I'll read some of your answers to that question I just asked. But I got to show some love to our sponsor on tonight's stream, and that is Factor Meals, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, and you can get 50% off this new year. Don't have to worry about no fugazi or anything. It's delivered straight to your door, and you could heat it up and have it ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Yes, you heard that correctly. Get really nice-tasting meals, dietitian approved. You could skip the grocery, the prep work, the cleaning. Skip it all and get started with Factor. Go to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. Forget frantic lunch preps and rush dinners. Factor's 2-minute meals are your secret weapon in the new year. Fuel up fast with restaurant-quality meals all delivered straight to your door. Some of these meals you see on screen are favorites of mine. The honey mustard chicken with some green beans and roasted diced potatoes is just fantastic. The one also on the previous screen, which was loaded bacon, shredded chicken, was just, woo, fantastic. Also a big fan of the garlic herb roasted barramundi. I don't know if I said that right, but all I know is that it tastes really, really good. So get started today at factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. I am putting that link and promo code in the live chat of tonight's stream. It's also in the description, so it's very easy for you to click on that link and get started today. Continue to spam or just let me know who you got in tonight's game. We got City of Jets rocking with Miami. Ty Man with the Heat. Kent Baker saying MIA. It's your boy Manny says, what's up, Nick? What's up, your boy? Yami says, Miami, sorry I'm late. No apologies, Yami. You're a real one. Just appreciate you coming in the stream every single day. Alfonso's rocking with Miami, and he's even making a prediction that the Mr. Herro, Tyler Herro, will score 30 points tonight. Had a really nice game on Monday, 29 against the Nets, and all 29 were huge, especially how he closed out that game in the mid to late fourth quarter and overtime. He was the reason why the Heat won. 6 points in the final 2 or 3 minutes, and then also had a really big game, or fourth quarter too, where he had 6 points, 2 triples. Van Lee says, good night, Nick. We have to take control of this 4 seed with 4 winnable games coming up. Cleveland refuses to fold Giannis out tonight. Yeah, like I said, just stack wins. I'm not going to look at the conference standings and really sweat just yet. That's more of a mindset that we're going to have to get in about. I'd say we start looking in March. I'd say we start looking at the standings every night in March. But right now and in February, we're just going to think about what's the team, what's the team's going to look like post-trade deadline, and just doing our own job. When we get to March and early April before the playoff starts, then we'll start worrying about what other teams are doing and worry about those standings. But just keep on stacking wins. You're going to be in the big dance come April and May, just as long as you don't have to play Boston or Milwaukee in the first round. I feel pretty confident about the Heat's chances to make a run again, because I think they'll beat anybody in the first round of the playoffs outside of Milwaukee and Boston. I think they'll beat them, but like in the first round, it could get dicey. Having to play one of them in the second round and then one in the Eastern Conference Finals is more likely than anything. City of Jets asks, who's your favorite all-time Heat player? City of Jets, I'm right with you. Dwayne Wade is the reason why I'm a Heat fan. I've answered this question a couple times on stream, but I started watching basketball when I was 8-9 years old in 2008, 2009. You call me a bandwagon, but Dwayne Wade was the best player in the NBA at that time, and I just fell in love with his game, and that's how I became a Miami Heat fan. Van Lee says, whoever has to face the Pacers first round will be sweating. I'll tell you this, I won't be sweating and losing, but the team will absolutely be sweating because their pace and how quickly they go up and down offensively is certainly something that can concern a veteran team like Miami, but I think the Heat would pack them out here in 5. I actually tweeted that out today. I was like, the Pascal Siakam, the Pacers trade doesn't move me. Heat in 5. And I truly do mean that. I think the Heat would beat them in 5 games. Whether it be on the road in Indiana for most of those games or at home in the Kasai Center, I think Miami beats them in 5 games. I just don't think Halliburton is ready to be the number 1 on a team that is the Final Four in their conference. I'm taking Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler over them all day long. Alfonso says, is Kyle Lowry playing? Kyle Lowry is playing tonight. He is starting alongside Tyler Herro, Nikola Jovic, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo. Tonight's Super Chat menu is as followed. Any Super Chat I run in place, $5 Super Chat, I do 5 jumping jacks or give you a nice little beers cheers. Got my happy dad right alongside me. $10, I'll do 10 push-ups or take a shot. How about that? Tonight, I'll make a deal that says if you send a $10 Super Chat, you could decide between 10 push-ups and 10 or a shot of tequila. I got that Patron on me. $20 gets you into the Miami Heat Report Hall of Fame. This is the board. We'll get your name on the board. The next person to join is the 16th member of the Hall of Fame. We haven't had someone join the Heat Report Hall of Fame in about 2 weeks or so. I'd like to see someone get alongside their peers, and you can get your name on there multiple times. If you want to get your name written on there 5, 6 times, you can donate $20 and you'll get on there. We appreciate any donations. It helps grow the channel exponentially and is the fastest way to grow this channel. Every dollar and every cent we get from y'all, we just put it right back into the channel to have more live shows like the one you're watching right now, have more videos throughout the week as well. And then if we want to get nuts, $50, I will shotgun a beer. There was a big trade tonight in the NBA with Pascal Siakam going to Indiana. And I do want to ask you guys this question as we are 11 minutes away from tip. Will the Heat make a trade before the trade deadline? There's a lot of Heat rumors out there surrounding Miami, Terry Rozier today, which we'll talk about tomorrow on the channel. But will the Heat make a trade? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I'm not sold that they will, just based off what I've seen over the past couple of years. Like, right, the only deal they made last year was trading away Dwayne Dedmon. But I need and want Miami to trade for someone at least at the deadline because this roster is really good. I think they can absolutely compete for a title again. I just think some insurances and roster boosts would help this team, especially in the backcourt at that point guard position. So let me know. Let me know. James Graham says yes. City of Jets says yes, I hope. Yami says yes. Tyman says yes. Muhammadu says absolutely no trade before the deadline. I know the ownership. And Muhammadu, I'm kind of with you, man. Like, as much as I want the Heat to make a trade, as much as we've talked about trades that I think the Heat need to make and the latest players attached to Miami, the latest rumors, I do get skeptical because I know how Mickey Arison operates. Listen, if it was up to Pat Riley, I believe the team would make a lot more trades than they do. But he has to report to Mickey Arison, the owner of the Miami Heat, and talk with him about potential salary issues, how much he's willing to pay in taxes, because the Heat are right up against that second tax apron. So he has to report to him, unfortunately. And if Mickey says no, then Pat Riley can't do it. Alfonso, I agree. You have to take advantage of that Lowry expiring contract because that is a asset in this league. Because having $30 million come off your books is something that is very enticing. But the problem with that is it's also very enticing to Mickey Arison, knowing that he'll have $30 million freed up. It's also fascinating to look at it from this angle. If the Heat use that salary and trade Kyle Lowry, it might put them in a difficult financial situation to where they are not hard cap per se, but they are so up against the tax line in the offseason that the only people they can sign to this roster are vet min guys. And so if you trade Lowry for a person and that person doesn't come off your books as well, you have a tough situation financially where you might not be able to retain Caleb Martin or Haywood Highsmith in free agency, which I know Heat fans would like to keep them if possible. But if the $30 million for Kyle Lowry comes off your books, you would easily be able to re-sign Caleb Martin and Haywood Highsmith if you wanted to. City, what's up, Dane Haywood? Good to see you. City of Jets says I was supposed to be at this game, but there's a travel ban where I live because of snow. Oh yeah, you obviously live in Buffalo, City of Jets. It's brutal up there, man. It's brutal. It's brutal, man. I've seen the clips. I've got friends and family that still live in that Rochester, Buffalo area, and boy, oh boy, is it brutal. Yami, you know what, Yami? How about this? I'll take a shot of tequila. I got my Patron with me when we get to 50 likes. Don't know if I'll do it for every 50 likes tonight, but when we hit 50 likes, I will take a shot, which brings me to this. If you're ready for the Heat versus Raptors game, like that video for me. Come on, hit that like button. Takes no time. Free content here over at the Heat Report. If you don't want to super chat and donate to the channel, I understand. It's okay. Just appreciate you being here. But help us out by hitting that like button because that sends our stream out to the YouTube analytical world. It pushes it out for more people to join the stream. Also makes me look good in front of my bosses when they say, oh, there was 150 likes on this live stream. So hit that like button, completely free. It takes 1 second. Would greatly appreciate it and show me that you are ready for the game. He'd have a chance to win their 4th game of the row. They're 8 games above 500, 24-16. It's pretty solid through 40 games, if we're going to be honest, especially with the amount of injuries they've dealt with. This is only the 10th game that Jimmy Butler, Tyler Herro, and Bam Adebayo are going to play together. So, still a lot of growth to be had with this team. You're sad to see Jaime Jaquez not in this lineup because you need Jaquez to be playing alongside the big three in Miami, so he knows his role because he's had to fill in for Jimmy Butler. He's had to fill in for Tyler Herro for most of the season. So he's gotten an expanded role on this Heat team. But what is Jaime Jaquez Jr.'s role going to be when the Heat are fully healthy? You're going to want him back so you can figure that out pretty soon. And hopefully he is back within the next week. Allen says Lowry has been intentionally making himself unenticing to trade for years. Well, I will say this about the Kyle Lowry experience. We've had him for 2.5 years. This is his 3rd year. It's his final year under contract. As much as I clown on Kyle Lowry, as much as I've been vocal about wanting to get rid of him and trade him and upgrade at that point guard position, I'll tell you this right now. It's hard to deny what the Heat have done in the Kyle Lowry era in Miami. His first year, they were the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they were 1 shot away from going to the NBA Finals. Year 2 with Kyle Lowry, well, they made the NBA Finals and lost in 5 games with the Denver Nuggets. So maybe in year 3, if we're going based off projections, right? You just missed the Eastern or the NBA Finals. Next year, you get to the NBA Finals but lose. Maybe that next year you get to the Finals and win. I know Kyle Lowry's not the reason why Miami was able to go on those 2 runs for the most part, but it is interesting to think that with Kyle Lowry, the Heat have been the team right there knocking on the doorstep to win a title, but haven't won it. So it is interesting. Yeah, Dane Haywood, the Warriors are not playing tonight. Incredibly sad situation in the Bay Area. Assistant coach passing away yesterday at a team dinner. Really sad, man. It's really sad. Really disappointing. Alfonso says, I'd get Rozier. He only has 2 years left on his contract and can score the basket. Well, Alfonso, we're actually going to talk about Pascal Siakam. Talk about Terry Rozier tomorrow on a video. Dane says, I'm excited to get Terry Rozier. Well, it's not going to happen. And I'll give a little spoiler for my video that I'll be putting out tomorrow. I don't see an avenue where the Heat trade for Terry Rozier just because of money and what the Heat would have to be willing to give up. Caleb Taylor says Pacers going to be better with Siakam, ? They'll be better for sure because they're just replacing Bruce Brown with Siakam, and Siakam's clearly a better player. I just don't think that team is a serious championship contender. I don't think that team's a serious Eastern Conference contender. I think they'll be solid. They'll be a tough out in the first round of the playoffs, but I am not concerned about them whatsoever. If the Heat and Pacers squared up in the 4-5 game this upcoming NBA playoffs in the first round, I'd take the Heat in 5. I'd take the Heat in 5. It'd be frustrating to watch that Pacers offense because how quickly they move up the floor and how well they play offensively. But I got the Heat. I got the Heat. Chase is in the building. What's up? My guy Chase 1 says suppers. What's up, Chase? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Oh, man. Starting lineups for each team tonight. You got the same starting lineup that started on Monday against the Brooklyn Nets. Nikola Jovic, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro, and Kyle Lowry. For the Raptors, it's a little bit more interesting because no Pascal Siakam. They'll be starting Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Scottie Barnes, Jonte Porter, and Jakob Poeltl, I believe, is their starting lineup. Don't know if I think they bring Schroeder off the bench. We are 2 minutes away from tip-off. Let me know down in the comment section who you got for tonight. MIA for the Heat, TOR for the Raptors. Anita is in the house. What's up, Anita? Brian McKenna says Lowry game tonight with him back in Toronto. It's possible. I wouldn't put it past them. Lion Man's in the house saying, let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Also typing those MIAs. Yami says, let's go Heat Nation. Razors in the building typing Miami. Good to see you. We got Oh My Chromosome says, man, MIA baby. All right, let's go. First time I've seen Oh My Chromosome in the chat. Good to have a new face here. Yeah, Razor, another Miami NBA adventure on tap. Riley Shea's rolling with the Heat. Dane thinks the Raptors will be good. Raptors aren't going to make the playoffs, man. They're, I think, 10 games under 500, 15 and 25. They're not a good team. And I don't think they're going to have a chance to really go on a run either. That roster lacks talent. Scottie Barnes is your number one option. I like Scottie Barnes. He's a really good young player. But number one option, that's not great. Not great, Jim. Gaming Legend says, what's up? Let's go. Oh, my Chromosome says, man, I paid you for a shout-out last time. Did you change your name then? I've never seen your name. I'm telling you right now, you can't play with me, Oh My Chromosome. I know for a fact I have never said that name in title before. Oh My Chromosome? There's no way. And listen, if I'm wrong, show me the clip. But I'm pretty sure I've never seen that specific name in the building. But either way, you said Cap, I got screenshot. Pull it up then. I'll say sorry and I'll have a shot on the house for you then, because I don't remember. Chase says Sixers looking good, but we know how they're doing in the playoffs. I agree. James Graham says, Rolly, if Tyler Herro hits 10 threes, you got to do 3 shots. Okay, if Tyler Herro makes 10 threes tonight, I'm taking 3 shots of tequila. Oh, my Chromosome, show me the receipts and I got you. I'll apologize and I got you. If you want to tag me on Twitter or send me a DM on Twitter with the screenshot at Nic_Rohloff. I just don't remember. I usually remember people's names in the chat, and that's why yours stood out so much, right? Like, Oh My Chromosome, like that is a name that stands out. That's why I think I would remember, but maybe I'm wrong. What's my IG? I think it's Nic_Rohloff over there too. No, I lied. Nic Rohloff 9. Nic Rohloff 9. I'll throw my IG in the chat if y'all want to give me a follow. I don't really post anything Heat over there. I do post some stuff on my IG story sometimes, but like my Instagram, I keep that more personal if we're gonna be honest. But when it comes to Twitter, I tweet about the Miami Heat all the time. Tweet about the NBA all the time. Tweet out my thoughts. But if y'all want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I'll throw that in the link. Click on that link, and I think it's clickable at least. And you can follow me on IG. Oh, shit. Actually, I think this is a better link. Perry Hall's in the building. Good to see you, Perry Hall. My 2K says I got to DM you, bro. Go ahead. I don't know if I could answer all the time, but I'll try to answer as much as possible. Have some conversations with all. Alphonsus, how many shots can you take before dropping? Good question. I don't know. Don't know the answer to that question. I've never tried to do that before. I'm going to guess, like, I could probably get up to 6 or 7. 8, 9, maybe? I don't know. All right, we're live in Miami. The Heat win the tip. Kyle Lowry and Bam Adebayo working in a two-man game. Bam, mid-range shot to open tonight's game is left short. So Adebayo, after a 5 for 17 night on Monday, starts off 0-1 here. Gary Trent Jr. actually starting in this ball game and knocks down a triple to put the Raptors up by 3. I guess Jacopoto might be inactive tonight, and that's why Jonte Porter is starting. I thought he was starting at the 4, though. Porter guarding Bam. That should be a matchup that Bam exploits tonight. Herro and Adebayo pick and roll. Herro inside, out to Butler, to Lowry now. Lowry probing inside. Jumper at the free throw line doesn't go. Heat 0-2 to start this game. Money, Matt, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Jonte Porter inside, goes up against Jovic, doesn't make it, fighting for his own offensive rebound and gets it. Porter swings it back out to Scottie Barnes, guarded by Adebayo. Turnover forced by Miami. Errant pass from Barnes is out of bounds. Now, to be honest, I might have to move this TV. Can't see the scoreboard. I thought I would be able to. Disaster. Can't see the time or score. Lowry gets it to Butler and cutting inside. Out to Herro for a 3. That doesn't go. So the Heat's offensive struggles continue, if you will. They are 0 for 3, and they trail 3-0. All right, I'm sorry, folks. Foul as Immanuel Quickley goes inside. Give me 1 second. I'm going to hop off screen here. Don't go anywhere. I'm live. I'm just moving my TV so I can get a better angle. All right, we're back. Just had to quickly change the TV angle in the studio so I could see the time and score better. But Immanuel Quickley at the line makes that first free throw, so Heat find themselves down 4-0 to start. All right, I see I've gotten a DM, so maybe I got proven wrong here. Got a couple followers. All right. 5-0 as Immanuel Quickley goes 2 for 2 at the line. Good guard. Obviously, we've seen him with the New York Knicks. Lowry inside, pump fake, now gets the Butler. Butler immediately double-teamed by Toronto, and he kicks it back out to Herro. Herro gets the Jovic. Jovic inside. He's stripped. That goes off his knee out of bounds, and we've now gone 2 minutes. The Heat have turned the ball over, and they've missed their first 4 shots. I don't know what's up with the Heat's offense over the past 3 games and 2 minutes, but it's been ugly, man. Scottie Barnes now guarded by Adebayo, swings it to IQ. IQ step back 3 over Jovic, goes home, and now the Heat are down 8-0. You're going to have to start scoring. Herro drives inside, has a step, gets to the rim, but is swatted away by Jonte Porter. Miami Heat fan says, do you know I am Philly fanatic? My account got deleted. Well, Miami Heat fan, I am glad you're able to come back under a new account. And if we're going to be honest, we like this name better. Butler working on RJ Barrett, spins, misses inside. Heat now 0 of 7 to start this game. 0 of 5, excuse me. Way off on that guess. I think they might be wrong. I think it might be 0 of 6. Split the middle. Barnes inside, layup good. Heat down 10-0. I mean, this is just utterly ridiculous that the Heat offense just continues to be dog shit in the opening quarter. Bam, backing down Jonte Porter. He spins, fades, and hits, so the Heat are finally on the board. IQ corner 3 doesn't go. Rebound, RJ Barrett grabs it. That's poor effort from Miami. IQ's going to get a second opportunity, and he connects. I'd call a TO Spo. And he does call a timeout. That was very disappointing effort. IQ missed the three. Rebound could have been grabbed by Herro. And then guess what? Raptors get ball and find the open shooter in the corner for a three. All right. Let's look at my Instagram because I got to be proven wrong here. We got Matt here. I'll give you a follow back. Give you a follow back on IG. And then I am Damien. I am going to be assuming is Oh My Chromosome because he's the one who wanted to send me a message. Let's see here. He says, man, I found it. Well, Chromosome/Damien, whatever you want me to call you. Send me the screenshot. Send me the screenshot. You can't just tell me you found it. You got to send the screenshot, baby. You got to send the screenshot. Oh, looks like there's some I know we're an NBA channel. All right, here it is. Here it is. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a long time zone chromosome. All right, I'm glad you could find it. But that you got to understand, that was a long time ago. That was when Damian Lillard got traded to the Bucks, and that was the stream. Well, chromosome, happy to be proven wrong. I'll take a shot for you. Oh, happy to take a shot for you. I gotcha. Oh, man. I didn't know that. I thought I was just talking watch parties. But, that was a long time ago, but you got me, Damien, or Chromosome. You got me. Yeah. Looks like McCarthy and Sirianni are back. All right, then. Some NFL news there. If you're an Eagles or Cowboys fans, no changes in coaches there. Well, we are 2.5, 3 minutes into this ball game, and the Heat have been absolutely walking into this game. They trail 13-2 already. Yami, 3 shots for Herro, 10 threes. Miss Boots Gibson's turning up in the building. What's up? Monty 2K followed me on IG. I'll check after the games and see all this now. I just wanted to check in the middle of this one because I had a little bet there with Chromosome. All right, 13-2. Jovic handling the rock. He's guarded by Gary Trent Jr. He's harassed and is fouled. A little reach-in called on Gary Trent Jr. Heat offense got to get going here. Barrington says, "What's up with the Heat? Let's go Heat." Yeah, just walking into this game, not crisp offense, which has really been a struggle the last 3 games. The Heat offense has been really bad over the past couple games. Bam, handoff to Tyler Herro. He's guarded by Barrett. Tyler gets a step, picks up his dribble, swings it back out to Lowry. Lowry now gets inside, bumps off Gary Trent Jr. and hits a little 10-foot jumper. Good bucket from Kyle Lowry. A rare drive and shot for Kyle. Kyle's now guarding IQ. Interesting matchups for Miami. Jovic guarding Porter. Bam is guarding Scottie Barnes. Our center is defending their power forward/wing that handles the rock. That's the differences of Adebayo compared to other guys that claim their deep play. IQ drives in, blocked by Bam, but they call a goaltend. Adebayo is a little late to that one. They said it was on the way down. IQ, little float action. Yeah, I'd agree with that call. Jovic now gets at the Bam on the baseline. Double teamed initially, but now not. He gets at the Butler. Butler pump fake goes up and is fouled. Jimmy Butler will be going to the charity stripe for a pair of free throws here to try to continue this offensive slow start for Miami. Yeah, clear foul there. I would still say I'd like to see Butler finish that, but if you want the Heat to beat the Raptors, hit that like button, by the way. At 50 likes, I'm going to take a shot at tequila. We're 15 away, 135 people watching. We should be able to get there pretty easily, if you ask me. Butler makes the first free throw, 15-5. How about Jimmy Butler? Leads the NBA in percentage of points from the free throw line, which some people might call him a free throw merchant. But here's the thing about Butler. Unlike some other people in the NBA, he doesn't flop for his calls. He just plays basketball, goes up strong, and if the officials call foul, they call foul. But he forces the officials to make a call by constantly putting pressure on the rim. It's much different compared to everybody else. Scottie Barnes' triple doesn't go. Rebound down to Butler. Here comes Miami as they look to climb out of this 11-point deficit they just found themselves in. Jovic gets it to Butler on the wing. Thad Young checks in for Jonte Porter. Butler going at Thad Young right away, kicks it out to Herro. Herro inside. Back out to Butler. Jimmy drives to the rim, gets a step on Barrett, gets the bucket plus the foul, and one. Jimmy Butler. 4 straight points for Jimmy. He's going to try to make it 5 with a trip to the line. I don't really know where the foul was, if we're going to be honest, but I'll take it for good old J-Butt. Spam those 22s down in the comment section. Jimmy Butler getting things going for Miami, coming off a 31-point game in his return from a 2-week absence. Butler does get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way, 15-9. There we go. Quickly brings it up, gets by Herro, swings it out to Trent for a 3, and it splashes home. See, that's the type of stuff where it's like Herro's been an improved defender this year, but the fact he got beaten off the dribble that quick and easily, that's concerning. Adebayo backing down Thad Young, doubled, kicks it out to Butler in the corner, swings it to Herro. Herro, right wing triple, does not go, goes out of bounds, back to Toronto. Miami struggling from beyond the arc and from the field in this one early. The stories from Orlando, Charlotte, Brooklyn continue. RJ Barrett gets down the lane and throws down a dunk. That might have been a poster over Nikola Jovic, folks. Heat back down 11. The Heat have just been unable to contain the dribble drive of Toronto, and then they've unable to also score. That changes as Adebayo drives right by Thaddeus Young, gets to the rim for a thunderous one-handed slam. That was good offense for Miami. Barrett now in the corner, guarded by Kyle Lowry. Lowry drives on him. Stripped, but they call a foul. I don't know if this will be on a shot or on the floor, but that little jab step drive by Bam on Thad Young was nasty. Put him in a blender. Thad Young's a good player, but he is not capable of staying in front of Bam Adebayo. They're going to say Barrett was in the shooting motion. He is going to shoot 2 as the Heat still find themselves down 9. RJ did miss the first free throw. James Graham says Cleveland up 20-2 on Milwaukee. Oh, brother. RJ splits the pair. Oh, did I miss the first free throw? I thought he missed it. I guess he made both. 22-11. Caleb Martin checks in for Adebayo. He go a little small. Lobbing to Butler, guarded by IQ. Caught and put up and in. Jimmy Butler with 7 first half points. First quarter points, I should say, too. IQ pick and roll, guarded by Butler. Jimmy does a good job staying in front. Now to Barnes. Back to Thad Young. Young inside to Barnes. He's double teamed. It's swung to IQ. Quickly working on Herro. Drives right. Gets to the rim. Cannot hit the floater. Good help defense by Jovic. Forces a miss. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Thad Young. So Miami will get the basketball back. There was a good defensive possession from the Heat as Jovic and Herro combined there to get the stop. 11 likes away from 50. Let's hit there. Get to 50 likes. I'll take a shot. Heat rolled the ball up the court, trying to take advantage of more shot clock opportunities. Butler has it on the right wing, guarded by IQ. He swings it to Jovic. Jovic doesn't know where to go with it as Dennis Schroeder checks in. Jovic knows what to do, and it's drive right by Thad Young to the rim for an easy layup. Good move by Jovic to take the old veteran off the dribble. Quickly the other way, swings it to Gary Trent. Trent inside, gets by Lowry, floater goes, and the Heat just have unable to got to stop. 24-15. Offense has picked up for Miami, but the defense has been lacking. Butler hands it off to Herro. Back to Butler. Jimmy drives right into Scottie Barnes and is blocked. Good defense from the young man out of Florida State. Quickly brings the ball the other way for Toronto. Dumps it inside to Thaddeus Young at the elbow. Young not looking at the basket, looking to facilitate, and finds a cutting Scottie Barnes for a two-handed slam. Heat back down 11 as the defense for the Heat has been the story in this one. They have not been able to get one stop. My goodness. Lowry to Herro. Herro, contested three at the top of the key, goes in and out. Nikola Jovic could have had the offensive rebound, but tapped it out to the Raptors. Scottie Barnes, transition three the other way. He connects, and now the Heat are down 14. Largest lead of the game for Toronto, 29-15. 7-0 run for the Raptors in the last minute. Got to get stops. Butler out to Jovic. He'll line up a triple. Nikola can't connect, and the Heat just can't buy a three. My goodness, is this Heat offense really struggling over the last three games? Make it 4. IQ gets to the Gary Trent. Trent thought about a corner three. Now drives by Lowry. Stripped. That's off his knee. Butler saves it to the Raptors. Schroeder corner three doesn't go. Rebound to Caleb Martin. I thought that was off Toronto. Jimmy Butler almost gifted 3 points to the Raptors. Lowry trailing three in transition. In and out. Heat can't buy a three. The Heat just can't score, man. They're 0 of 5 from the field, or 0 of 5 from beyond the arc, as the Raptors are 5 for 8. IQ drives inside, misses the floater. Heat get bailed out there. Butler now in transition. The Heat had 4 on 3, but they slow it down. Martin in the corner now. Back out to Jimmy. Jimmy met by Gary Trent. Go to the rim. Gary can't stay in front of you, Jimmy. He's double teamed. Swung out to Herro. Wide open three for Tyler. Goes! The Heat finally make a triple. Now 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, but Tyler gets us on the board from 3. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Heat find themselves down 29-18. The offense has to pick up, but more importantly, the defense has to finally travel across the Canadian border. But while we are in this TV timeout, I'll tell you about our sponsor on today's stream, and that is Factor Meals. Head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off in the new year. Get started on New Year's resolutions. It's not too late with Factor. Ready-to-eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success in the new year. Skip the grocery stores, the prep work, and cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door with over 35 meals to choose from on a weekly basis, including keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and more. Plus, over 55 weekly add-ons, including protein shakes, smoothies, and nice juices. Skip the overpriced takeout trap. Factor is cheaper and way more delicious than takeout. Get chef-crafted, restaurant-quality meals delivered right to your door. They're ready to heat and eat in just 2 minutes, which means more time for you. And also, if you need a special occasion meal, whether it be for family or a significant other, Gourmet Plus is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, upscale options done easily. So head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. One more time, that's code NBAchat50 at factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Get 50% off in the new year. That link is in the live chat and description of today's stream. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. 150 people watching early. Good audience on a Wednesday evening as the Heat take on the Raptors. We passed 7,000 subscribers just last Friday. We're already at 7,132. So I salute to all the new subscribers. I appreciate all of you. But if you haven't already subscribed, what are you doing? Because you're going to get the best Heat trade rumors, injury news, and everything you need surrounding the Miami Heat here at the Heat Report. I'm Nic Rohloff. We cover everything. We're also live multiple times a week for Heat watch parties. We'll be live again on Friday against the Atlanta Hawks. That's 3 watch parties this week. We're only starting to get heating up here at the Heat Report, pun intended. So join us and hit that sub button today. Oh. See if the Heat can finally get a stop defensively here. All right, we're back in action. Schroeder has it. Haywood Highsmith checks into the ball game. So does Josh Richardson. Bam Adebayo also finds himself back in the lineup. Schroeder, contested 3 goes. I mean, the Heat's defense hasn't been great, but, I mean, that was just a ridiculous shot from Dennis Schroeder. You're down 14 again. You expect their shooting to go down eventually. Herro to the rack, misses the left-handed layup. I would have liked to see him take a nice little 8-foot floater there rather than that. Raptors get back and score an easy layup. Thad Young gets inside. The Heat are down 16. A game where you would think the Heat would have the advantage after the Pascal Siakam trade. They are just getting boat raced right off the jump. Tyler Herro has it. Swings it to Haywood Highsmith. Now inside to Adebayo. He's facing up Thad Young. Raptors shading over. No doubles. Bam throws up a wild shot and misses badly off the backboard. Schroeder now the other way, met by Josh Richardson. Grady Dick, the rookie out of Kansas, playing in this one, has not played often this year. RJ Barrett gets inside, spinning hook shot, goes over Herro. You have now been doubled up in the first quarter, 36-18. Raptors shooting 60%, Heat 37. Starting to get a little tired of this Heat first quarter woes. Herro puts up a 3 to try to answer. Too strong. The Heat aren't going to score more than 22 points in this quarter. That is just absolutely ridiculous. Which means in the past 5 quarters, they've scored over 25 points 1 time. Unacceptable offense from Miami. Schroeder gets by Herro, swings it out to Grady Dick. He puts up a corner 3 and connects. Fucking hell. You're down 21. 17-3 run for the Toronto in the last 4.5 minutes. This is the Brooklyn game all over again. What an embarrassment from the Miami Heat. Herro, bad pass, turnover. Raptors out in transition. RJ Barrett slams it home. What a fucking joke. You're down 41-18. Bam drives it on Thad Young. He's doubled. Nothing there. Nothing. He puts up a horrific shot. It hits the top of the backboard as time expires. End of the first quarter, you're down fucking 23 points to a horrible basketball team. This is a joke. An embarrassment. You're letting Scottie Barnes and RJ Barrett go up 23 points on you. I can't believe this. 41-18 against the Toronto Raptors. What a joke. They're 15-25. They're not a good basketball team. Oh, man. Do I think the Heat can make a comeback today? Yeah. Would I bet on it? No. I mean, they just lost their best player in a trade. And the players they got back aren't even in stadium. You're just kidding. Oh, Kane Angel says D grade for the first quarter. I don't know how it could be anything other than an F. You failed to score 20 points in back-to-back first quarters. And they've given up 41 points. What a joke. Cross 50 likes, shot time. I'm going to be honest. I tell you what, if Tyler Herro did not have a good end of fourth quarter in OT on Monday, and then he had the stinker that we're on track to have today, we might have to have a discussion about Tyler Herro. This is embarrassing, man. It's the best way I can put it. Best way I can put it. Monty 2K, I'll give you a follow back on IG. I can't believe what I just watched in the first quarter, man. 41-18. The only light at the end of the tunnel is that we'll be at home against the Hawks on Friday night, where they're retiring Udonis Haslam's jersey. Twilight, it's a good freaking question, Twilight. How the hell are we down 23? Well, when you score 18 points and you can't get a stop on defense, that will be why. See if we can turn it around in the second quarter. It's the largest first quarter deficit since 2008. What a joke. Heat coming out in a zone defense, give a different look, and it immediately results in a wide open Grady Dick 3, and you are now down 26. What a fucking joke. Duncan Robinson looks to answer with a 3. Brick, he's been horrible the last week and a half. 44-18. Schroeder inside, back out to Grady Dick, who's had a couple threes tonight already. Now to RJ Barrett. Barrett backing down Richardson. Barrett fades away, does not make it, but they call a foul on... Can't tell if they called a foul on the shot or if they called a foul on the rebound. It looks like it will be on the shot. Josh Richardson picks up the foul. And RJ Barrett will have a chance to put the Heat down 28 points. Barrett misses the free throw. I mean, it's hard to say that the Heat can't come back because they've come back from big leads before. But I mean, you are 4 points away from being down 30 in the first 25 minutes of this game. Excuse me, the first 14 minutes of the game. 45-18. The Raptors have also lost 4 straight coming in this one, by the way. Duncan Robinson inside. Fade away. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound. Bam. Kick out to Haywood Highsmith, who's blocked on the 3 from Chris Boucher. We might end the live stream at halftime and go film a video. Just kidding. We won't be doing that. But would anyone be opposed to a live Heat report video rather than watching this garbage? I don't know how you could be. Arnell says, when Butler is out, the Heat look unbeatable. Richardson, top of the key triple. That hit backboard first. This Heat team can't shoot. They can't defend. They can't do anything. It's like Stephen A. Smith talking about Kwame Brown back in the day. RJ Barrett drives right by Caleb Martin. Layup doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Boucher. Put back up and in. The Heat are down 29 points. Timeout. I said this on Monday. I'll say it again. If there was a button right next to me that could just say, end the game now and let's go home, I'm hitting the fucking button. $29-point deficit in the first 13 and a half minutes of this game. I know, Frank. They don't even have Pascal Siakam. In this game right here, listen, I'm not going to say Kyle Lowry is the reason why we're down 29. That's not the case. But you can't tell me that after watching the start of this game, watching the last 3 games in their offensive struggles, that you need a point guard that can direct an offense better than Kyle Lowry. And honestly, it might be more on defense than it is on offense. The Heat's guards of Kyle Lowry and Tyler Herro have been abused tonight. Immanuel Quickley, Dennis Schroeder, Gary Trent Jr., all 3 of them just are driving right by Herro and Lowry, getting right to the rim, forcing a collapse of the defense, kicking it out to open 3-point shooters that the Raptors can't miss on. It's like when your guards are getting blown by, all it does is put pressure on the rest of your team to rotate and try to make up for the guys driving downhill, which ultimately leads in a wide open shot from the perimeter. And when your opponent can't miss, that is what happens. 47-18. Unbelievable. 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 I'm actually at a loss for words, to be honest. I don't know who's going to provide a spark, and if you're able to come back from 29, but there's a lot of ball game left, and you just got to take it at one possession at a time. It starts with offense, though, because 18 points through 14 minutes is abysmal. Robinson, top of the key triple, doesn't go. He's been horrible lately. Haywood Highsmith showing some juice. Offensive board. Kick out to Adebayo. Bam gets it to Richardson. 2-man game for them. J. Rich lobbed to Bam. Bam couldn't convert it. Missed the dunk. Boucher, corner 3. Doesn't go. My goodness. Bam Adebayo inside now. Gets it out to Duncan Robinson. Robinson drives inside. Lob to Bam. Misses it. But right back to Duncan, who puts it up and in. The Heat finally eclipsed 20 points, but it took them 14 minutes. RJ Barrett, wide open 3. Good. I mean, you're down 30 points to the fucking Raptors. You're just allowing wide open shots. Robinson drives inside to Adebayo. That's a charge. What do they call? Thanks for the shitty camera angle. Looks like they're going to call side out for Miami. Looked like a charge from my vantage point. Yeah, you're right. I want to quit this. I want to delete the stream. I'm the worst loser there is. I am. I tell you what, I am such a sore loser. I can't stand this.
Who needs to be fired after tonight's game?
No firing, just trade Kyle Lowry. Get him off my ball club.
I thought we were in that boat like months ago.
We've always been here. That's Sam Brown for you. And then while that happened, Duncan Robinson turned the ball over, and then Jonte Porter, wide open 3. Good. You're down 33. I have no words. Josh Richardson, baseline. He stepped out of bounds. I really don't know what to even say. How do you even say anything from this? 3 for the Raptors. It goes again. We might be witnessing the largest blowout in NBA history tonight. I am officially saying this game's over, by the way. The Heat, they've been known to come back from large deficits before. 36, they're not coming back from. Martin gets inside, hits a tough little floater. Schroeder probing now in the pick and roll. Gets it to Scottie Barnes, who gets to the rim. No good. Here come the Heat in transition. 3-on-1. Duncan Robinson with the good layup. 56-24. The Raptors call timeout. I have no clue why. It's still a 32-point game. If anyone wants to get their thoughts on screen, super chat, we'll pop it up. We'll talk about it. This might quickly turn into one of those games where we're just live. We'll talk about the Miami trade deadline and just talk about hypotheticals rather than actually calling the game. Because why would I call a game that's pointless? Yeah, if you guys want a super chat, we'll talk about tonight's game as the Heat down 32. I also do these things. If you want a super chat, any donations are appreciated. And any donation / super chat, your text and whatever you put there, it'll go on screen. You'll get your thoughts out to the world. You'll get other people to see what you have to say, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it. I'm trying to stay positive. It's hard to stay positive when you're down 32 in the first half. It's specifically hard to stay positive when your offense has been horrible for the past 3 games. Oh man. Anybody watch today's video about Kyle Lowry? What were your guys' thoughts on that? Put out the video this morning on Kyle Lowry potentially being on the trade block. What were your guys' thoughts? Broadcast Samurai, I'm also trying to stay positive, but can't really do that when that's the score, right? I don't even know how to think where the Heat get back. If you get it to maybe like 18 points going into the half, maybe you have a chance. Thomas Bryant checks in. That's how desperate we've gotten. Gary Trent Jr. open corner 3. It goes in, so that's not going to happen. The Raptors might set a record for points in a game. They might set a record for most three-pointers made. They're 12 of 16 from 3. Butler drives baseline, gets to the Thomas Bryant, And he puts it up and in. So Thomas Bryant scoring as he checks in. Turnover for Toronto. Here comes the Heat in transition. Caleb Martin to the rim. Layup is good for Caleb. He's got 4 points in this quarter. Zone 31. Quickley gets it. He swings it back to Schroeder. Corner 3. Good. Whatever the fucking Heat are doing defensively, they need to stop. Martin fouled as he drove in. Foul called on Immanuel Quickley. Like, they're playing zone and then just getting torched. Like, they're playing zone. They're not active. All it takes is one pass for someone to be wide open. Caleb Martin makes the free throw. What's up, Frank? Caleb Martin's been the only bright spot of this game. Jonte Porter drives inside, swings it out to Schroeder. Good ball movement by Toronto. It's another Gary Trent 3, and he makes it. I mean, are they ever going to miss? Are they ever going to miss? Butler fouled on the other end. He'll go to the line. The Raptors are on pace to set a record for three-pointers made in the game. I'm not kidding you. I think the Raptors are on pace for like 34 triples. I'm pretty sure that'd be the record. Alfonso says, Roll, you might need to start taking shots, those shots, a lot of them. Oh, there's no reason for me to take a shot. Butler makes the first free throw, 31-65. Jules Griffiths says, what is going on? You know what sucks, too, is because we picked up a lot of subscribers over the past 3 or 4 days, and if you're joining us for the first time, you would probably be disappointed in what the product is right now. And I got to be honest, I'm disappointed, too. Charged by Scottie Barnes. It's going back to Miami. I mean, it just sucks. Like, my energy's down, and how am I supposed to be positive about this, though? Well, this is embarrassing. I'm sad to call myself a Heat fan. Imagine if you were a Heat fan and went to this game. How embarrassed would you be? I'm embarrassed right now. Martin drives inside. He's blocked. Jesus Christ. Peter May, I know you got on me for saying the game was over on Monday, and I was wrong. They were able to come back. This game is absolutely over. R.J. Barrett drives the other way after Duncan Robinson missed a wide-open 3. He's been horrible, by the way, the last 2 weeks. D-Rob, that's a lie. D-Rob had a good game. Was it against the Magic where he had a good game? It was the Magic. But he's been horrible ever since then. Scottie Barnes gets inside for a layup. 36-point game. Herro inside. He banks it up and in. I'm actually to the point where I would actually seriously consider benching your best players and just saying, whatever, we're going to lose this game. Jonte Porter mid-range doesn't go. Rebounded Duncan Robinson. Herro brings it back the other way. Gets a screen from Thomas Bryant. Herro probing inside. Pump fake out to Butler. Butler's got to be willing to take that catch and shoot three, man. Herro gets the ball back, gets to the free throw line, and hits the jumper. 35-67 with 4 minutes to go in the half. Porter, three is no good. Raptors finally missing some shots here. Heat in transition. Deep three for Tyler Herro. Does not go. Just not even close on target. The other way now for the Raptors. Immanuel Quickley to the rim. Bucket. A bad shot from Tyler Herro allows the Raptors to get out in transition. Butler hands it off to Caleb Martin. Martin guarded by RJ. Martin inside. Floater. Good. Caleb Martin with a tough bucket. He's been the best player for Miami in this half. You're down 32. Maybe 25 is the new goal. Gary Trent, wide open three. Doesn't go. Bailed out there. Just poor defensive communication by Miami, allowing him to get open on a pick and roll. Herro to the rim. No good. Tyler's been fucking horrible. RJ, pull up, fouled, bucket. Jesus Christ. Barrett makes the free throw. He's down 35. Frank, yeah, I agree, man. And I think the Pacers got fleeced. 3 first-round picks for Siakam. I know that there's been reports out there that he's expected to re-sign in the summer when he's a free agent. But trading 3 first-round picks for an expiring contract is crazy. Kyle Lowry got inside and made a nice little bank shot. Heat back down 33. And we're going to go to timeout. While we are at a timeout, the only thing that could cheer me up nowadays is Factor Meals. You guys should join me over at factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. Factor Meals is just great meals that are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Factor now offers loads of snack options as well, like breakfast, smoothies, protein shakes. There's a lot that they provide to me and all of you to help me keep going on a daily basis with a busy schedule, but will also help you as well. When things get hectic, Factor is flexible. Change your order up every week with plans ranging from 4 to 18 meals per week. You could also pause your delivery or you reschedule your deliveries anytime. Stress less over meal times in the new year. Factor's no prep, no mess meals, free up time otherwise spent shopping, cooking, and cleaning up. No more wasting time in the kitchen. So go to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. That's factormeals.com/NBAchat50. We use code NBAchat50. This is as embarrassing as it gets, man. Down 33 to one of the worst teams in all of basketball. What a joke. Raiders Sancho's up in the building. That's the only positive tonight. Good to see you, Sancho. Barrett working on Herro. Gets to the rim. Fouled before the shot. I could use some chicken French, Raider Sancho. I could use some chicken French. Eli Wood says, bench Tyler, start Duncan. Bench Tyler and Duncan. Let Lowry and the Scrubs play. It's not going to get worse than it looks if you let the big three play. What? I agree. Jules Griffith says, am I dreaming? I wish we were dreaming. This would be a nightmare. I've never seen a Heat. I mean, I'm sure I'm just missing like games from my memory right now, but I've really never seen a worse effort from the Miami Heat. At least on Monday when they were so bad. What is this? I'm not going to lie. Tyler Herro needs to sit down. The 3 from Toronto was missed, but I'm not kidding. Tyler Herro didn't even try to play defense. Highsmith inside. Floater for Haywood goes. 2 minutes to go in the half. Yeah, Tyler Herro's effort on the defensive end has been fucking horrible. Step back on him, good. I mean, he's literally a cone out there. He is a chair. There is no resistance from Tyler Herro right now. What a bad turnover from Kyle Lowry. Here comes the Raptors. Immanuel Quickley slows it down now for Toronto. Back cut by Barrett. Found. Layup good. Heat are going to give up 80 points this half. They're not even going to get to 50. Frank, that's what I'm saying, man. Tyler Herro is giving up on defense. Herro finds Butler on the baseline for an easy dunk. This is the most miserable experience I've ever had. Quickly drives by Highsmith. Blocked? No, they're going to say it's off Immanuel Quickley somehow. We got a super chat from Hydro Wilson. He pops the cherry on tonight's stream. Appreciate you, Hydro. $2 super chat. If Herro ain't scoring, he's actually useless. I agree. Offensive foul on Adebayo, illegal screen. Yeah, Hydro, I agree, man. 40 seconds to go in this game. Tyler has just been abysmal. And if he's not scoring, like, he doesn't defend. He's been improved this year. But if he's not feeling himself on the offensive end, his energy on the defensive side of the ball is bad. Thad Young inside misses the shot, but guess who didn't box out and an offensive rebound was gotten over his head for a putback? Scottie Barnes went right over Tyler Herro for a putback layup. Lowry finds a cutting Butler out to Tyler. Corner 3 for Herro. No good. Rebound offensively by Haywood Highsmith. He gets it back to Herro. He pump fakes. Swings it to Lowry. Lowry puts up a triple. That's no good. Another offensive rebound for the Heat. At the buzzer, Kyle Lowry can't make it. So that is the half. 78-43. No, those are not typos. That is the actual score in this first half. The lead for Toronto is almost as many points as the Heat have scored. Think about that. Think about that. Well, I'm going to ask you the question because I ask it every time we go to the break. Grade the Heat's performance so far. If I see anything than an F, I'm going to be pissed. Dane Haywood says D-. How is that a D-? What could be worse than this? If F is the worst grade you can give something, and you do not give this an F, what could be possibly worse of a first half than what we just watched? Sancho says F. Jay the Fox says F. Frank Nelson says F. Peter May says C. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Alfonso says F-. Hydro says F-. Eli Wood, or Ellie Wood, says D- because Caleb has played. Justin Deere says C. Rome says F. Next Gen Hoops says A+. I'm assuming you're a Raptors fan. Joshua Martinez says F. Moonlight says G-. Arnell says F. I mean, that was the worst first half. No, not even, you know what? No. Not the worst first half I've ever seen. It is the worst half of basketball I have ever watched the Miami Heat play. Do the Heat need to trade Tyler Herro? Do they need to do it? If you want to get your thoughts on screen, you could be like Hydro and send in a super chat, but I kind of agree with Hydro, who sent this in just a second ago. If Herro ain't scored, he's useless. And I wouldn't say that's always the case because Tyler's been better defensively as of late. But I mean, he has been so bad tonight. Like I can't even put into words how bad he has been. Pull up the box score. Oh, St. Bonaventure, my alum, where I graduated college, is absolutely destroying Rhode Island tonight. There's talking St. Bonaventure with Roley. Oh, UConn is destroying Creighton. That team's a wagon, dude. Husky Hoops. If you're a college basketball guy, number 1 team in the country, UConn, they're fantastic. Tyler Herro. Oh, boy. Oh, my. Ready for this one? 7 points. 3 of 12 from the field. 1 of 7 from 3. While getting cooked defensively. Immanuel Quickley has 12. Gary Trent Jr. has 16. RJ Barrett has 17. This is the worst effort I have ever seen from a Miami Heat team. And specifically, Tyler Herro. I have watched multiple defensive possessions where Tyler has just not gotten a defensive stance, right? Like, let's just take it to the X's and O's here at halftime. What else is there to talk about? Here, defensive stance, balls to your feet, ready to move laterally, hands out. What has Tyler been doing? Back straight, leg straight up, no bend, hands like this. He's not ready. So when the person he is defending drives or starts to go up and down, Tyler is not in a defensive ready position, which means he is not ready to move laterally to stay in front of his man. I have seen Immanuel Quickley get right by him. RJ Barrett drive right by him. Gary Trent go right by him. He's a traffic cone out there right now. Tyler Herro is playing defense like what they told you with Rick Pitino drill back in high school, where they put the chair out there and say, make one move and get to the rim for a layup. So you go to the guy, either a little crossover between the legs, spin move, whatever. That's what Tyler is right now on defense. Peter May says, get off Herro's back. Listen, I'll be the first one to give Tyler Herro credit when he plays well. But I'm not going to sit up here and blindly turn my eye to what has been transpiring over the last 24 minutes of game action. This has been disgusting. The lack of effort is sad. And as a team that prides themselves on being the toughest team, the most gritty team, having the most discipline, having the most grit, outworking you. I know you're not going to be able to do that every single night. But this, you can't tell yourself that you're that team, the Heat culture, and put out a product like we just saw in the first half. Not to mention, Miami is 1 of 16 from beyond the arc. 1 of 16. I'd be almost willing to send a message. I'd be willing to send a message to this team, and I would start all the bench players. If you're active, Cole Swider, Orlando Robinson, Haywood Highsmith, Caleb Martin, start you in the second half. Because why would I want to start any of those players that play the majority of the first half? Embarrassing. I agree, Max Callie, yeah. Big Vic 305 says, Lowell Herro taking the blame. How about Jimmy and Bam, which is supposed to be better than Herro? Listen, they're not unslanderish. It's just been, to me, the most noticeable on defense is Tyler Herro. Like, you can get upset with Bam and Jimmy offensively, but they at least have been putting forth the effort defensively. Tyler Herro, I'm going to just keep on using this analogy, has literally just been a chair, a cone out there. He hasn't tried on defense. He hasn't made an effort. If you want to be bad on offense, but give me every effort in the world on the defensive side of the ball, how am I going to get mad at you? Because you're trying. I just haven't seen the effort tonight. Peter May says, Rolly, remember they're humans too. I get that aspect of it. But here's the thing. You're getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball. Millions and millions of dollars to play basketball. There should be no excuse to show up to a game, which is your job, by the way, and put up a performance like this. I roll into work tomorrow and I put in the same effort that this Heat team did in the first half. You know who is going to get on my ass about it? My bosses, my coworkers. So why shouldn't I be able to criticize them for coming out and giving a half-ass effort? And like I said, like, you're going to have a bad day. You're going to have bad days offensively. Those are going to happen. But there's just been no effort for this team. And that's the thing that concerns me the most, is not how bad the offense has been, which is very concerning, but it's the lack of effort on the defensive end. How many shots has been absolutely uncontested wide open for the Toronto Raptors tonight? Too many. Too many. Too many. So I'm not going full doomsday mode up here and saying this season's over. I'm just venting and angry from this night's performance. That's all. That's all. That is all. I guess we could turn our eye to the Heat's next game, which is Friday night against the Atlanta Hawks. We'll be live for that game. Hopefully it's a better outcome for the Miami Heat. So hit that sub button and join us for that watch party if you haven't subscribed already. Major says in the building, says, sorry I'm late. My gosh, what the hell is going on? It's a disaster. David. Jesus, that's funny, man. Said, I actually do have a similar thought process to that, man. It is, listen, that's why it's so weird that the playoffs, that Jimmy Butler in the playoffs is so different from regular season. Because in the playoffs, Jimmy Butler will catch and shoot from beyond the arc. But Jimmy Butler is, I don't know if he just thinks it's not the best shot for the team, or he just doesn't want to shoot as much in the regular season. But there's been so many times where Butler is catching and shooting, or not catching, but catching the ball open from beyond the arc, and he doesn't pull the trigger. And then he settles, so he pulls the ball back down after the Heat got out, good movement, kicked it out to Jimmy, wide open, and he just stops and lets the defense reset. And that just ruined half of your shot clock. It is a concern. It is a concern. Muhammadu, you're good, Muhammadu. You're good. You're a good guy. I just can't do it, man. This type of effort is just hard. It's hard for me to support. Hard for me to support, man. Major, you willing to call your shot again? Send in a $10 super chat to say the Heat won. Man. Alex says Raptors shot 4 of 32 from 3 last game, and now they can't miss. Awesome. Well, I'll say this. I said before the game started that I wanted them to go 4-0 this week. That's obviously not going to happen. I guess 3-1 is going to have to be in the cards. Can they sweep the Magic and Hawks on Friday and Sunday? If they can, they go 3-1 in back-to-back weeks, 6-2 in their last 8. I can be okay with that. Major says if the Heat win, he's going to send it a 20. Well, Major, if you did that, you'd get on the Heat Report Hall of Fame. Are you in the Hall of Fame, Major? Major, you're not in the Hall of Fame? Major, that is a shocker. I thought you would be in the Hall of Fame. You got to get in there sometime, Major. Major says I send you a bunch of $5 super chats. Yeah. You got to get in that Hall of Fame though, man. You're too much of a legend on the channel to not be in the Heat Report Hall of Fame. Major, by the way, is that actually you in your profile picture, or is that kind of like just a random dude and it's like your alias that you're the Major? Just generally curious. Max says Siakam was their worst defender and an issue for their spacing. They have shooters everywhere now. I will say their starting lineup, I wouldn't say Scottie Barnes is a shooter, but all 5 guys could at least put the shoot up. All right. I don't know. Now I'm concerned. All right. I guess I am too young. I've never seen that movie. I have never seen that movie. Or is it a show? Is it a show? It says movie. I guess that makes sense. The profile picture matches the pictures I'm seeing on Google right now. Never knew that. You learn something new every day, Major. You learn something new every day. Ritti says, Rolly, what do you think about DraftKings? What do I think about DraftKings? I think prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS. Second half is unfortunately underway. Same starting lineup for each team. Once again, Jovic did not play a minute in that second quarter after playing the first 7 or 8 minutes of the first quarter. I don't understand those rotations for Spo. And on track, Immanuel Quickley beats Herro off the dribble and hits a floater. Peter says, I will apologize tonight again. What would I be apologizing for? I can't apologize on behalf of the Miami Heat organization. Pick and roll for Miami. Herro floater misses it. Defensive rebound by Quickley. Quickly in transition, lobs it up to Scottie Barnes, but Butler taps it away. Here comes Miami now. Butler gets to didn't even look at the rim. He had a shot. He had a 12-foot shot. Butler gets by Jonte Porter, stops, hands it off to Bam. Push shot for Adebayo, goes. 80-45. I don't even know what should be the goal for Miami. What's the number they could come back from in the fourth? 15? I don't even know if they could get to within 15. Butler cutting to the rim, contacts, no call, but a bucket for Jimmy. The Raptors call a quick timeout as the Heat find themselves down 33. Excuse me. Yeah, 33. You could win the rest of the quarter by 18, get to 15 going into the break. That is maybe the only way. I don't know, man. Ninja Gaming's in the building. Oh, man. Who could have forecasted this? The same day the Raptors trade away Pascal Siakam, they're going to beat the Heat by like a million. Oh, man. At least Time Man still has hope. At least Time Man still has hope. No, Muhammad, I'm not. Listen, I will say when people make trades in the NBA and they get rid of a player, they do oftentimes have like a 3-game run in the NBA where you play better just because some players get a more expanded opportunity and they take those games super seriously to try to show that they can do things without a star player hindering them. Maybe that's tonight with RJ Barrett quickly. I mean, great. Major, Siakam got traded to the Pacers today. Indiana sent 3 first-round picks and Bruce Brown plus Jordan Nwora to Toronto. Speaking of which, I did a video for our main chat sports account today breaking down that trade. Let's see how it did, folks. Let's see how that trade video did. It did good early. Looks like not so much so right now. Oh, no shit. 1 of 10 on that Patriots video that we pushed out late today. Look at that. And a shit ton of comments, too. Look at that. Yeah, major crazy trade in the NBA. Hopefully that inspires Miami to make a deal. It won't. If you're new here to being a Heat fan, don't expect any rash decisions from Pat Riley and company. Still think they need to make a trade for a point guard, but I don't expect anything to be happening relatively soon. Hopefully at the deadline, though. We're back in Toronto. Thad Young checks in. He backs down Jovic, loses the ball. I think it's a shot clock violation. It is. The Heat get a stop. Peter May says, Rolly, if you were a coach, you would go bald in your first season. I'd go bald? I had a nice set of hair on me. So my family has a good hair in their business. So I don't think I'll go bald. Jovic inside, push shot, good. It's good. That's a good take by Jovic. Use him as the ball handler in the pick and roll. Jovic was handling the rock. Butler set the screen. Jovic just easy little push shot. Like that, actually, offensive set. I wouldn't hate letting Jovic just go absolutely nuclear in the rest of this half. Let him have the keys to the offense for a half of basketball. Lowry pokes the ball out of bounds off Gary Trent's hand, but they're going to say stayed off Lowry's push. Down 31. Is there a chance? Is there a chance? Quickley drives in, kicks it out to Scottie Barnes. He now gets inside. Floater for Scottie. It doesn't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds off Miami. Devontae Adams burner says DeJounte Murray's a Sixer. That would break my heart. That might push the Sixers over the edge. RJ Barrett spins inside, left hand, good. That's a good bucket from RJ Barrett. That was a tough basket, man. He's been good since going to Toronto. Butler drives inside, drop off to Bam, who goes up and in. So the Heat's offense has been a little bit better in this third quarter, just like it was on Monday against the Nets. It's a shame they've dug themselves too large of a hole. Quickley now gets a screen. He swings it to Gary Trent. Trent right by Lowry. Stops, turns, and fades. Can't hit it. Rebound offensively by RJ Barrett. Quickley now drives inside. Floater doesn't go. Rebound by Kyle Lowry. Lowry gets it to Jovic. Heat have numbers. 4-on-3. Jovic to the rim. Gets the layup to fall. Good show and go from Jovic. He faked the pass out to the three-pointer shooter and got to the rim for the layup. Jovic and Caleb Martin have been the only two players to show up in this game, in my opinion. Gary Trent gets it to Thad Young at the free throw line. Young hands it off to Barrett. Young swings it out to Trent. Herro gambled, lost, and it results in a 3 for Toronto. No good. Jovic with the board. Heat down 29. Are we going to see a push here from Miami? Butler the other way. Bank shot goes. It's a 27-point game. Heat on a run right now. 27 points still. But technically the Raptors need a timeout. Spam those fire emojis. The Raptors need a timeout. They do. They called one. Is anyone going to spam the fireball emojis with me? I know we've never done it when we're down 27, but is anyone going to do it? Is anyone going to do it? Kane Angel is going to fire it in there. Peter May is going to get mad at me for trying to inspire the people. Tony Pagan is typing those fireball emojis. Kane Angel. I'm not going to go full happy and start singing It's Getting Hot in here, but I will say there's a little bit of life shown by Miami. Melvin's got the fireball emoji. Kane Angel, Moonlight, Tony, TBC, Kevin, Curvin. PV says, Thad Young still in the league? Yes, he is. Ron Baker with the fire emojis. I don't know why Curvin's dropping the water emojis in the chat. That's trying to put out the fire. Don't you want the Heat to continue, Curvin? You're a Heat fan, it looks like, based off your profile pic. Riley Shea joining the fun. Alfonso. Curvin says yes, but the game is already over. Major says, hey, Rolly. Oh, we got a major deal coming on. If the Heat cut it to under 20 points after the third quarter, I'll give you a $5 super chat. We're down 27, so we'd have to win the final 8 minutes by 8. It's possible, maybe? I don't know. I did say get it to 16, 15 points going into the fourth, and maybe you have a chance. I just refuse to believe the Heat are going to come back from 35 points. If they do, listen, I'll say this right now. If the Heat come back and win this game, no matter what happens for the rest of the year, I will never, ever, 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 ever say the Heat are out of a basketball game. They could be down by 10 with a minute to go. It doesn't matter. I tell you what, though, this Jovic take in transition was so impressive. Picks up his dribble at the three-point line, looks at Herro on the wing, and then takes gather step 1-2 to the rim for a layup. That's impressive right there. That is an impressive take. That's why he shows so much potential. 12-4 start in the third quarter. And the Heat are going to get the ball back. Offensive foul / turnover by the Raptors. I don't really know why or what it was called because it looked like it was away from the screen. See if the Heat can continue this run. Down 27. See what happens here. Jovic handling the rock. Pick and roll with Butler. Jovic spins. Drop off pass to Butler for a layup. All right now. Wait a minute now. You're down 25. Jovic has done a lot to help this Heat team. Scottie Barnes 3, no good. Rebound off Miami. Thad Young just got the ball back for the Heat, or the Raptors. 1-on-4 rebounding. That can't happen. Peter May, I told you, Peter May. If the Heat come back and win this game, I'll promise on my life that I'll never say the Heat are out of a game again. Schroeder gets downhill on Jovic, blocked! Nikola Jovic is just showing you everything that Heat fans thought he could be offensively and defensively. Schroeder, oh, that was a foul. Yeah, that was a foul. 4 on the shot clock. Raptors get it in the Thad Young. Young inside, step back, mid-range jumper, short. Defensive stop by Jovic. Heat continue this 14-2 run, maybe? Pick and roll with Herro and Jovic. Herro gets to the line. Jumper is good. Uh-oh. Heat within 23. 16-2 run for Miami in the last 4 minutes. The Heat are 8 of 9 in the quarter, which I believe they missed their first shot. I believe they're 8 of their last 8. Scottie Barnes inside. Passes to Thad Young. Young deterred by Adebayo. They reset the shot clock as the pass was tipped and hit the rim. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Oh boy. Peter May. Rome still got some fire in them. I like that. 160 people watching. Sub if you want the Heat to have a miracle comeback. Gary Trent, pick and roll with Scottie Barnes. Trent sidestep, kicks it back to Barnes. Barnes, guarded by Adebayo, will launch a 3. That rattles in and out. Rebound Tyler Herro. Herro gets it to Bam on the other end. Bam had Butler, missed him. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Raptors. Heat will retain possession. Bam had Butler wide open for a good solid second or two, but couldn't see him and threw it a little bit late. Could we see the greatest comeback in NBA history? 35 points. Lowry inbounding. Finds Herro. Herro on the corner. Gets to the painted area. Floater for Tyler. It goes. Wait a minute now. It's 61-82. Heat within 21. 18-2 run for Miami. I said 15. That suddenly looks possible. Herro's got 11 on 5 of 15 shooting. Brother, that stinks. Thad Young inside. Out to Barnes. Swung to Barrett for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound down to Tyler. Miami has a chance to get it within 20. And Tyler with a fucking ridiculous pass out of bounds. The fuck was that, dude? You have all that momentum and you just throw a ridiculous pass out of bounds. It wasn't even close. Quickley, guarded by Jovic. Gave it up to Barrett. Gets it back. Floater for Quickley. It doesn't go. Rebound offensively. RJ Barrett now cutting down to the rim. Fouled by Bam. That's just fucking ridiculous. Get a rebound. Get a rebound. Down 21, so there is still a chance. Not the best chance, but there is a chance. Barrett at the line. He's missed a couple tonight. He misses another. RJ Barrett's missed 3 free throws tonight. Barrett looks to split the pair. He does. So the Raptors finally score. It's been a while. 83-61. You just got to win the final 5.5 minutes by 7 points. Get to 15. You have a chance. Adebayo, top of the key. Gets to Lowry. Lowry swings it to Jovic. Jovic puts up a 3. And hits it! The Heat are within 20. 83-64. 21-3 run for Miami. And I'm going to say this is all because of Nikola Jovic. That's how I'm going to decide to view this. Barrett driving on Butler. Floater, too strong. Offensive rebound. Back to Barrett. His push shot goes. Get a fucking rebound. The lack of effort tonight has been disgusting. Heat back the other way. Inside the Jovic. Pump fake. He's fouled. Thank you. He'll go to the line. What are they asking for? Oh. Yeah. No, it won't. It's going to be dark skies tomorrow. Jovic at the line makes the first. Heat within 20. It's just frustrating because, to be honest, this could be 3 points closer. It could be 65 to 82 if the Heat just got a rebound. Peter May says, Rolly, that's why Spo doesn't play him in the second. You talking about Jovic? Jovic misses the second free throw. Heat down 20. Heat still. Caleb Martin checks into the game for Bam. First substitution of the half for Miami. Gary Trent Jr. 3, good. That hurts. That hurts. I don't know what happened, but he left someone open. Butler drives inside on Barrett, gets to the rim, can't finish the shot. Rebounded by Toronto. 4 minutes to go. Schroeder hands it off to Gary Trent, who's cooking us tonight. Now to Quickley. 3 is no good. Rebound to Jovic. Push, young fella. Jovic, deep pass up to Butler. Butler misses, but Herro follows it up with a good putback. Heat 21. Still a 24-8 run for Miami. Good pass from Jovic there to Butler. Butler's got to finish that. Schroeder dribbling on the perimeter now as he looks to set up an offense for Toronto. Gets it to Thad Young. Thad Young finds a cutting Schroeder. Good help defense by Miami. It's turned over off the deflection. Jovic running out in transition. Jovic to Lowry. Corner 3 for Kyle. Doesn't go. Rebound by Butler. Butler drop off to Jovic. Jovic layup doesn't go. Offensive rebound by Butler. His putback doesn't go. Jovic, another offensive rebound. His shot doesn't go. And a foul is called on Gary Trent Jr. pushing Jimmy Butler. At least we're seeing Nikola Jovic and Jimmy Butler give effort. They missed a lot of shots, but they were battling on the offensive end. How many times did I say offensive rebound there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 offensive rebounds there by Jovic and Butler combined, and then evidently a foul drawn. Are they going to say no, they're going to say side out for Miami. Josh Richardson checks into the ball game. Richardson gets it to Herro. Herro, open 3 from the left wing, doesn't go. Fucking Tyler Herro has been horrible. Quickly the other way. That could have cut to 18. Make things really interesting. Barrett to the rim. Where is that? Spo, challenge that shit. That was not a fucking foul. RJ Barrett just stinks and couldn't make a right-handed layup. That wasn't a foul. Challenge that shit, Spo. I'm telling you right now, Barrett is just a bogey master and can't make a right-handed layup. Well, RJ Barrett misses another free throw. That guy stinks, dude. RJ Barrett's a bad basketball player. I don't care what the raw stats tell you. He misses free throws. Not a consistent jump shooter. I don't like RJ Barrett. I don't think he's that good. Nikola Jovic will sit down. Applaud to him. Type your 5s down in the chat. Nikola Jovic has been the, I think, person on the Heat that I could point to the most that says brought their effort tonight. He has tried defensively. He has tried offensively. And I applaud that. Barrett goes over 2, but the Heat give up an offensive fucking rebound. I cannot fucking stand their effort tonight. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. And now Boucher is going to get 2 free throws. How do you not box out off of a free throw? Makes me sick. Barrett inside, kicks it out to Quickley. Quickley guarded by Herro. 5 on the shot clock. Quickley gets to his left hand. Swings it to Barrett, who made a great cut, and he lays it up and in. Down 23 with 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter. So getting it to 15 is unlikely, but I think you can still cut it to within 20 with a good finish to the quarter here. Richardson Gets a screen from Adebayo. J-Rich, pull-up jump shot at the elbow. It does not fall. Rebound down to Immanuel Quickley. Quickley in transition, spinning, turns it over. Josh Richardson read it like a book and rips him. J-Rich out in transition, goes right out, Jonte Porter, and misses. The fuck is Josh Richardson doing? I appreciate the defensive effort, and that's what I've been most concerned with tonight. So I like what Josh Richardson did there. But going right at a shot blocker with no plan, oh, just went right at him. At least go strong. He went right at him and tried to do a little push shot. I don't know what the hell that was, man. Porter swings at the Barrett. Barrett driving. Gets to his left hand. He's fouled by Richardson. Josh Richardson, what a fucking bum. Barrett's free throw missed. That guy can't make a free throw, dude. He stinks. J-Rich has been something tonight. He's been something. I think we do need to talk about Josh Richardson's fall off defensively. RJ makes the second. Heat down 24. He just can't stay in front of anybody anymore. Herro inside, strip turned over. This guy. Boucher out in transition, misses the layup. Rebound Adebayo. Heat have numbers if they want it. Caleb Martin swings at the Duncan corner. Duncan pump fake back to Martin. Caleb drives inside now. He missed a wide open shooter. Finds Herro. Corner three for Tyler. Goes. Down 21. 91-70. Can you close the quarter strong here? Down maybe 18? Quickly, wide open three, good. Who the fuck was guarding him? How does someone get that wide open? Martin the other way. Swings at the Duncan. Corner three for Robinson. Goes. Back-to-back threes for Miami. 94-73. 42 seconds to go in the half. Quarter. Stop and bucket. But the problem is Miami's defense has been really bad tonight. Quickly blocked by Richardson. There's a good defensive possession. Tyler Herro bringing it up. They'll settle for one good shot. There is a 7-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Herro will get a screen from Bam. He rejects it. Herro inside the painted area. Pull-up is no good. It's actually a good offensive move by Herro. He just couldn't make it. Schroeder the other way. Drops it inside the Jonte Porter. He's double-teamed, and he turns it over. But it doesn't matter because the clock expires. That will be the quarter. The Heat were down 35 at the half. They win that third quarter by 14. They're down 21. Game's not over technically. I've seen Miami have a quarter where they outscore opponent by 21. Maybe the Heat can do it. Again, if you remember game 4 or game 5 against the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round of the playoffs last year, the Heat went from down 16 and won by like 8. So they outscored them by 24 in the fourth quarter, I think it was. Yeah, Major, it's just the game we play. Tough life I live, Major. Tough life I live. As we head into the fourth quarter, tell you about our sponsor tonight, which is Factor Meals. Head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. Factor Meals is the perfect way to get your resolution started this new year. Ready to eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success in 2024. Skip the grocery stores, prep work, and cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. With over 35 meals to choose from per week, including keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and protein plus more. You also can get 55 weekly add-ons. You'll have a ton of nutritious and flavorful options to kickstart your resolutions. Not only does Factor offer fast, simple solutions for me when I am busy, and I do have a busy schedule with watch parties on the daily, they also help me stay on top of my goals with offerings like Protein Plus and Keto. I can stay on track. This is definitely going to come in handy for me in 2024. Factor is everything I need for a week of flavorful, nutritious eats. In addition to ready-to-eat meals, they also have cold-pressed juices, smoothies, energy bites, extra protein, veggie sides, and more to keep me energized during frantic times. Head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. I'm going to put that link in the description and live chat of this stream. One more time, code NBAchat50 at factormeals.com/NBAchat50 to get 50% off. Get started today. I promise you, you will not regret it. It is fourth quarter time, so spam those fours for me. Are we going to see the greatest comeback in Heat history? Are we going to see the greatest comeback in NBA history? I don't know if that would actually be the case, but I'm going to choose to believe so. 35 at the half, 21 going into the fourth. Spam those fours. Put the paws in the air. We got 12 minutes of hoops left. See what the Heat can make out of it. Let's see what the Heat can make out of it. Fourth quarter is now underway. Keep on spamming those fours. Adebayo has it at the elbow. Heat starting with the ball. Inside the Robinson. Good back cut. Heat quickly score. Down 19. There we go. I wish the Heat offense would just do this for the entire game rather than wait till they're down 35. That's just me, though. Scottie Barnes to Porter. Porter hands it off to Grady Dick, who hit a couple threes in that first half. Quickly gets a screen. He's guarded by Herro. I'm surprised Tyler's still in the game. He usually sits at this point. Grady Dick travels with it, so the Heat get a bucket and a stop to start the quarter, just what the doctor ordered. I'll tell you what, if this game gets into single digits with like 5 minutes to go, that'd be fun. That'd be fun, man. Caleb Martin gets it to Adebayo. Bam, pull-up jumper over Porter. It goes. So a quick 4-0 spurt for Miami to start the fourth quarter. It's already down to 17. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Scottie Barnes drives inside. Layup goes. Scottie Barnes using those lengthy steps and arms to get to the rim. Bam, handoff. No, he fakes the handoff. Drives inside and turns it over. Can't have turnovers. Can't have TOs in this game. Scottie Barnes inside. He turns it over. Heat have numbers. It's a 5-on-4. Herro inside. Trailing Duncan Robinson. Robinson out to Richardson. Corner three for J. Rich. Doesn't go. So that's why Duncan Robinson's not a point guard, because his decision-making there was poor. Either go to the rim and attack a 2-on-1 or kick it out for Josh Richardson 3. Chose the wrong one, buddy. Heat get another stop. Rebound down to Herro. Tyler leads the break. Herro gets a screen from Adebayo. Pull-up mid-range jumper at the line for Herro. In and out. Offensive rebound. Caleb Martin fell right to his lap. Putback goes. Back to 17. Oh, we got a $5 super chat from Mr. Gio. Offensive foul on the Raptors, illegal screen. It's going back to Miami, down 17. Oh, boy. 9.5 to go. Kyle Lowry set the check in. Cavs 105 to 64 Bucks. Heat are not that bad tonight. Yeah, I think the Bucks were without Giannis, but man, the Cavs continue to play good basketball with people in and out of the lineup. Very similar team to Miami. They continue to win despite a lot of people being injured. Cavs are a dangerous team this year. Appreciate the super chat, Mr. Gio. The beers cheers for you. Down 17 with ball. Lowry checked in for Herro. They get it to Bam. His mid-range jumper doesn't go. That's unfortunate. Quickly, floater doesn't go the other end. Bam with the rebound. Heat are getting stops now. It's all about scoring. Robinson, the Bam, room service to the rim for the slam. Heat within 15 with 9 minutes to go. This game is a game. Bam slam. We're not out of it yet, I guess. Might have to send my world's biggest apology. The Raptors turn it over again. Barnes throws it out of bounds. This Heat team has life. You know what? I'm going to apologize to Peter May again. Even though the Heat may well lose this game and very well lose and is likely to lose this game, I apologize to you. I apologize to you, Peter May. I will stop being so negative when the Heat go down. Caleb Martin swings at the Duncan Robinson. He gets a screen from Bam. Duncan dribbles right, stops, swings at the Richardson. Jay Rich picks up his dribble and drops it off to Adebayo at the elbow, guarded by Thad Young. Bam faces him up, pump fakes, get him up in the air. It's a foul, and Bam Adebayo will go to the line for 2 with 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And guess what? There's a chance this game gets down to 13. Comeback is in play. Peter May says, Rolly, who would you sup for Herro? You mean sub? Major, I smell it. I smell it. You'd also get on the Hall of Fame, Major. It's a win-win for both of us. Bam makes the first free throw. 82-96. Oh, boy. Devontae says, Rolly, what are your thoughts on Embiid versus Jokic yesterday? Nothing that I've ever thought before. Embiid's a really good player. Jokic is still my number 1 player in the NBA. But there's no debate for me who's better, especially when you look at what has transpired in the postseasons. All right, Heat within 13, 8.5 to go. I don't know how this is even possible. The Heat have outscored Toronto 22 in the second half so far. Scottie Barnes drives baseline out to Gary Trent, who has killed Miami all night, and he does it again with a triple. Heat back down 16. That's a bit of a backbreaker. You just can't leave Gary Trent, man. He's 6 of 7 from 3. 22 points. Good pass inside to Josh Richardson for a layup. Back to 14. Continue to get stops. Continue to get stops. Stops is the key. Barnes dribbles. Guarded by Richardson. Barnes to Schroeder in the corner. Guarded by Martin. Schroeder gets a step. Snatches back. Back out to Barnes. Scottie Barnes dribbles left. Picks up his dribble. Fires a really tough turnaround and hits. Wow. That was an incredibly difficult shot by Scottie Barnes. Didn't know that he had that in his bag, if I'm going to be honest. He's got 15 points. He averages 20 on the year. Bam gets it. Drives inside. Out to Richardson. Corner 3. Wide open. Doesn't go. Difference in the game. Raptors can't miss from 3. The Heat can't buy a 3. They were once the best three-point shooting team in the league, and that number has gone down and down and down and down and down and down. 7 minutes to go. Barnes drives inside, out to Schroeder. Corner 3, good, and that is a dagger. It was down to a 13-point game. But the Raptors have scored 6 straight points, and now the Heat are down 19. Can't beat a team when you're getting outscored. Let's do quick math here. When you're getting outscored 54-12 from beyond the arc, not going to win ball games. 18 threes for Toronto, 4 for Miami. Not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. There are 180 people watching, though. Make sure you have subscribed if you haven't already. We're live for almost every game. We'll be live on Friday when the Heat retire Udonis Haslem's jersey, number 40, the OG, against the Atlanta Hawks. Hopefully the Heat will be able to have a bounce-back win, as this game had a chance to be won. 13 points a minute ago, but now up to 19. That's going to be tough to overcome with 7 minutes, but you never know. Hit that sub button. We're also publishing Heat videos every single day, breaking down the latest trade rumors going to that February 8th trade deadline, and we'll be bringing you videos after that as well. That shot by Scottie Barnes is the one that kind of hurt. Down 14, and Scottie Barnes with 1 second on the shot clock, turnaround fadeaway from 20 feet. He just nets it. That's brutal, man. That was brutal. That was brutal. Oh, man. Major Anthony Nelson's trying to start a mutiny in the chat, trying to get Cole Swider in the ball game. Not bad. I doubt we see Cole Swider tonight, Major. 7 minutes to go. Heat trail by 19. Can they do it? I'll tell you who's been bad tonight. Josh Richardson. He's been horrific. Tyler Herro's been bad as well. Jovic, really good. Don't know why he hasn't played. Martin on a back cut inside. Traveled. Well, they called an offense for 3 seconds. Josh, I could be intrigued in RJ Hampton minutes. I actually think he's out in this game, though. I think he's out. Barnes at the elbow. Drives on Adebayo. Fade away. Wow, that's a tough shot. That is a tough shot. Heat back down by 21. And it is over. Duncan's in the building saying Rolly, UConn. That's a saving grace, Duncan. Our UConn Huskies dominated at home against Creighton. As Duncan Robinson, speaking of Duncan, hits a 3. He's got 12. Heat down 18. Our Huskies, man, number 1 team in the country, and they've been rising up the ranks without Klingon. Are we smelling a back-to-back, Duncan? That's what I smell. That's what I smell, Dunk. Thaddeus Young out to Schroeder. He launches the left wing 3. Out of bounds after the miss. Heat ball. Chase says Husky got a good coach. Yeah, Hurley's really good, man. Hurley is a good coach. Hey! Duncan with a $20 super chat. Husky Nation spreading love. Unluckily, y'all are out of this one. Yep. Duncan, appreciate... Wait, Klingon's back today, Duncan? I've been out of the loop, I guess. I didn't think he was ready to return. Speaking of Duncan, he gets inside and hits a floater. Heat back within 16 with 5.5 to go. But Duncan earns himself a spot on the Heat Report Hall of Fame. He is number 16. Scottie Barnes and 1. Jesus Christ, that guy can't miss. But Duncan is the 16th member of the Heat Report Hall of Fame. You get that Vice jacket, like you already have those green and gold jackets out on Celtics today. And you got number 16 spot. Ironically enough, he says Klingon played 16 minutes. What'd that final score end up being, Duncan? Last time I checked, they were up 18 against Creighton, but I didn't see what the final ended up being. But shout out to Duncan, 62-48. A little bit of a low-scoring one tonight. That Husky defense was elite. Kyle Lowry looks to answer with a triple. He can't, so the Heat remain down by 19. Shout out to Duncan, the 16th member of the Heat Report Hall of Fame. He is the James Johnson of the Heat Report. I'm taking a shot as well. Looks like who's gonna be number 17? I guess I'll have to brainstorm number 17s. Off deck, 17. Rodney Magruder. But Rodney Magruder can't be the number 17. That can't be the guy we celebrate. Shout out to you, Duncan. Appreciate you spreading the love. I know you're a Celtics fan, but you're all right by me. Let's go Husky hoops, baby. Let's go Husky hoops. Shout out to you, Duncan. You're a real one. Chat sports legend around here. Gary Trent Jr., deep three, it goes. That dude can't fucking miss. He is 7 of 8 from beyond the arc. He has absolutely cooked it. Defense held Creighton at 21 in the first half. Wow, Sampson is him. No, Duncan, that is why I think UConn is as dangerous as they were last year. You talk about losing Jordan Hawkins, Andre Jackson, Sonogo. But they have as good as a defensive and offensive 1-2 punch at center than they did last year. Sonogo and Klingon was obviously elite, but Klingon and Samson Johnson aren't as good, but Sonogo, Klingon here, Klingon, Johnson here. Like, I think it's close enough, man. That front court center duo is elite. And then you've got Cam Spencer, the transfer, just knocking down threes at a high clip. Tristan Newton has taken another step. Caravan has been incredible. And then you got the freshman Stephon Castle, who's going to probably be a lottery pick in the NBA draft, playing fantastic as well. Duncan's been good, man. J-Boy's in the house as well. Sup, Rolly, go Heat. Today's rough, though. Yeah, Heat have played a bad basketball game. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. Devontae Adams-Burness says Donovan Klingon played my high school. That's dope. So you're from the Northeast then, because I'm pretty sure Klingon is from the Northeast area. Isn't he from Connecticut? Because I'm pretty sure Woj was trying to recruit him to St. Bonaventure, ironically enough. One last time, though, I'll tell you all about our sponsor on today's show, which is Factor Meals. Go to NBA Chat 50. That's the promo code. FactorMeals.com/NBA Chat 50 to get 50% off. When things get hectic, Factor is flexible. Change your order up every week with plans ranging from 4 to 18 meals per week. You could pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. Stress less over meal times in 2024. Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Free up otherwise spent time shopping, cooking, and cleaning up. No more wasting time in the kitchen. They also offer fast, simple solutions when I am too busy to cook. They help me stay on top of my health goals while giving offerings like Protein Plus and Keto. This is definitely going to come in handy for my New Year's resolutions in 2024. So head to factormeals.com/NBA Chat 50 and use code NBA Chat 50 to get 50% off this new year. Putting that link in the live chat as well. Rome77 says UConn hoops. Devontae Adams says, yeah, I live in Connecticut. That checks out. J-Boy says, go Husky hoops. We got some Husky fans in here. I like that. I went to St. Bonaventure, so I root for St. Bonaventure basketball, but UConn Huskies are the team I root for if it's not my alma mater. Kyle Lowry misses a triple out of the break, so this game is actually officially over. Don't have to apologize to Peter May in full. I do appreciate the Heat's effort in the second half to make it interesting for a little bit, but just not able to get enough. And I'm disappointed with the Heat's offense. That first half offense was really bad, man. They put Jimmy Butler back in the game, which is puzzling. Thad Young fouled inside. He'll go to the line. Yeah, Will can. Butler checked back in there. I don't know why. This game's over. Down 22 with 4 minutes to go. Might as well keep him out. That's just me, though. I'd probably take Jimmy out. Next game for the Heat is on Friday against the Hawks. We will be live for that. So if you haven't already, hit that sub button. There will be a video going out tomorrow around the latest trade rumors for the Miami Heat, including Terry Rozier. Scary Terry. Could he be the missing piece for Miami? We'll talk about it tomorrow. If we get a $20 super chat, not only will you get on the Heat Report Hall of Fame, and I'll take a shot at tequila, but that Terry Rozier segment that is going to go out tomorrow, I will do that show live after the game, and you guys can get a look at that video a full 12 hours before it goes out. A little sneak peek. Live. Adebayo drives in on Thad Young and one. Bam has been really non-existent tonight offensively. Let's check to see his stats. Adebayo has, the most quiet 16 points of all time. He has 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Jimmy Butler with a quiet 16. Herro has 16 on 7 of 12 and 20 shooting. Goodness, he's a jack. Duncan, after a really bad first half, had a good second half. Had 14 points, 6 of 11 shooting. Person I was most impressed with tonight, though, no doubt, Nikola Jovic, 10 points. Nikola Jovic is the only player on the Miami Heat that had a positive rating in the plus-minus department. He was +3 in this game. Only player that had a positive impact. Bam missed the free throw, so 113-92 remains the score. 3.5 minutes to go. Scottie Barnes working on Duncan Robinson. He drops off to Thad Young. There's a really good pass by Scottie Barnes. Thad Young puts it up and in. Bam brings it up. Swings it to Kyle Lowry. Lowry swings it to Duncan. Duncan drives in. Stops. Drops it off that Adebayo. Bam's little 8-foot jumper doesn't go. Under 3 minutes to go in this one. Barnes swings it to Gary Trent. He's 7 of 8 from 3. Make it 8 of 9. When you're hot, you're hot. Gary Trent Jr. cannot miss a fucking shot. It looks like I was off on the scoreboard. It's 118 to 92. Season high, 28 points for Gary Trent. Duncan Robinson turns it over. Here comes the Raptors. RJ to the rim. He's fouled. RJ Barrett, who's been atrocious from the free throw line, is going to go there again. Butler heads to the bench. Kyle Lowry heads to the bench. And the bench unit will head in Nikola Jovic, Haywood Highsmith, Cole Swider, and Orlando Robinson. So you're going to see Cole Swider into the building for the final 2.5 minutes of this ball game. Major Anthony Nelson rejoices. RJ at the line misses. That guy stinks, dude. That guy stinks. That guy stinks. That guy stinks. The only person who will stay on the floor for the Miami Heat alongside that bench unit, I believe, is Josh Richardson. Is that going to be the case? Ooh. Barrett makes the second. It is Josh Richardson staying on with the bench unit. As we are now 2 minutes away from this game being over, which thank goodness is over. The nightmare is finally done. Richardson wide open. 3 is good. Oh, now you want to make a shot, Jay Rich. Is this going to be the most fraudulent game of all time where the Heat put up over 100 points? I think so. Barrett swings it out to, is that Otto Porter? I think it is. He misses the 3. Heat out in transition. Swider to the rim, slams it home. The Swider man gets to the rim and throws it down. Minute 45 to go. 119.97. 119.97. DeAndre Ayton is not playing tonight because he's stuck at home. With sheets of ice around his house. I have never seen that before. Peace out, Rome. This is actually the 41st game of the season for Miami, so the exact halfway point, by the way. They will be 24-17. If you would have asked me before the season if I would have accepted 24-17 at the halfway point of the year, probably would have said yes, because that's on pace to win 48 games. I think my prediction was 50 for the year. I think I predicted 50 wins. 50-32 was my projected record, so we're 2 games off pace. Better second half coming potentially for Miami. Fully healthy, you hope. Make some deals. I think I would have accepted 24-17 at the break. Would you guys, not break, but at the halfway point, would y'all have been okay with that? Obviously, the way we got to 24-17 isn't the best. Obviously, closing out the halfway point of the season with a really bad loss. But if I gave you a pen and paper where you could sign your name and say the Heat are going to be 24-17 halfway through the year, would y'all have signed that piece of paper to take it? Yes or no? I want to get everyone's thoughts on that. I think I would have signed that paper and taken 24-17. J-Boy, who's we? I thought you were a Heat fan. Minute to go. This game's almost over. Thank the heavens. I don't even know who this guy is for the Raptors, but he drives in, misses the layup, gets his own forward, and puts it back up and in. Swider turns it over. 30 seconds to go. Disappointing loss against a below 500 team. Hopefully the Heat are going to bounce back against the Hawks on Friday. That is the goal. That is the goal. That's final. So you guys aren't answering my question. 24-17 halfway through the season. Would you have been okay with that if I told you that would be the record before the year started? Y for yes, N for no. Dane Haywood's the only one who's answered it, saying yes. Go Gio wants to know the plus minus of Tyler Herro tonight. -8. You know who had the worst plus minus tonight? Josh Richardson, -24. Second worst plus minus? Bam Adebayo, -23. J-Boy says yes. TBC said yes. Kane Angel says probably yes. I think I agree. Daniel says GG from a Raptors fan. Says, hey, at least we all know Jimmy's going to turn into prime Michael Jordan in a few months. That's what we hope, at least. That's what we hope. J-Boy, you've got a joke for us to sign off. Fire it in soon because we're going to sign off right now. Because there's no reason for me to stay live unless people super chat because miserable game that we've wanted to be over for a while. So, J-Boy, send that joke in right now. We'll hop off. I think Miami will bounce back at home against the Hawks on Friday. I really do. I really do. But here's the joke from J-Boy to sign us off tonight. What do you call a piece of cheese that likes to shoot hoops? Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? That's my guess. Swiss, I got it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Swiss cheese. Nailed it. All right, everyone. Peace out. Appreciate the 5,000 people that tuned in for today's stream. We will be back on Friday for a video or for a live stream. Heat at home against the Atlanta Hawks, where we will be honoring Udonis Haslem and retiring his jersey, number 40, going up in the rafters forever at the Kaseya Center. I'll be back for a video tomorrow. I'll also probably bring a video Friday morning, like we did today. Video in the morning, live later in the day. Probably do that again on Friday. So I'll see y'all tomorrow on the VOD. I'll see you live on Friday for a game against the Atlanta Hawks where the Heat need to bounce back after this abysmal performance. Hopefully the offense starts to come back to life. Hopefully the defense also returns to something because tonight was unacceptable. I'll see y'all. Peace out, everyone. Hope you guys have